To make these beautifully textured left-leaning increases, we first work to a spot where we want to add a new stitch to the work. For my swatch, it's going to be right here. Then we make a slip knit decrease. The classic version works perfectly fine, but I prefer to use the simplified version because it saves us one step. And if we can make our life a bit easier, why not, right? So it works like this. We insert the tip of the right needle into the first stitch from the tip of the left needle, from left to right, then we slip it, just as we do with the classic slip knit. And then we don't do anything to this stitch. We return the slip stitch back to the left needle so that the right needle is at the back of the left needle. And then we push the right needle a little bit further so that it enters the next stitch. So now we are all set to knit these two stitches together through the back loop, just like this. We need this decrease to form a background for this beautiful diagonal stitch. The two stitches work together, are gonna prop the stitch and make the decrease more textured. But this decrease also decreased a stitch. So we need to compensate for that. And to do that, we're gonna make a reverse yarn over. We do it by bringing the yarn from the back of the needle over the top and to the front of the right needle. And you can do it whether you hold yarn in your right hand, then you'll do it like this. Or if you hold yarn in your left hand, you'll do it like this. In the next step, we're gonna form this beautiful diagonal stitch. And we do it by inserting the tip of the left needle from front to back into the spot that is at the right hand side of the slip knit decrease. You will also find the spot if you place the tip of the left needle between the second and the third stitches on the right needle and then move it one row down. So this spot is right here. See? And then we wrap the tip of the left needle with the yarn and we do it from the top of the needle to the right and to the back. You can do it with the yarn in your right hand, and you can also do it with the yarn in your left hand. Then we push this wrap through the fabric, forming a new stitch. And we make this stitch pretty big so that it sits on the fabric without constraining it. Because this stitch could easily constrain the fabric and then it won't look as good. So make sure the stitch is fairly big. And then we slip the stitch to the right needle, but we do it in a special way. We insert the tip of the right needle into that stitch from left to right, but under the back leg of the stitch. And then we ease the left needle out, leaving the stitch on the right needle. If you feel that this stitch is too big, you can always pull the yarn a little bit to adjust the size, but it's better to make it bigger than smaller. And then we continue to work to the end of the row or round, because this increase works exactly the same whether we add it to a project worked back and forth or the one worked in the round. In the next row, simply purl the pulled stitch and the yarn over as usual through the front loop. So this is my pulled stitch, I purl it as usual. And the next is yarn over, I pull it as usual. And because we used a reversed yarn over, this yarn over does not form a hole on the right side of the fabric. If you work in the round, you will knit the pulled stitch and the yarn over in the next round. And that's what we get as a result, a beautifully textured increase. Because of these decreases that we formed at the back of the increase is more vivid. See, if you look from the side, it's kind of just sitting on top of the fabric, forming a beautiful line that is a mirror version of the right slanting diagonal increase. See, they look exactly the same, just a mirror version of each other. And these increases work amazingly well for raglan lines. See, they form beautiful raglan lines that will be decorative enough to make even a simplest raglan sweater a one-of-a-kind piece. If you find this tutorial helpful, please subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon to be notified every time I publish a new video. Happy knitting, my friend. I'll talk to you in the next tutorial.